Namaste, good evening, and welcome to the YPS Meet Live webinar on Facebook and YouTube. Today seems to be a perfect evening for this cold, so a good time to sit with a hot plate of pakodas, steaming hot coffee, and lovely pictures to see. So here we go today with a session about biodiversity of India. Now, before we start our session, here are a few announcements. So if you can, you can become a member of our club, Youth Photographic Society. All you have to do is either go to ypsbengaluru.com or scan the QR code here, and you can check it out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. Our handle is YPS Bengaluru across all platforms. So we look forward to more members. It's very easy. All you have to do is go on the website, and then you have to fill in the form, and you make a payment right there. It's all digital and very easy to do. So hope to see a good number of new members. We welcome you to the club. That is tomorrow. Tomorrow, a regular session, that is the Sunday YPS webinar, is The Joy of Giving Through Photography by Mr. Saurav Chatterjee. He is a landscape photographer, and he's an educator as well as a travel photographer. Now, his dream is to see India and make every camera owner a great photographer. Isn't that a great thought? So you will be learning a lot from him and his presentation tomorrow. Do join us on a journey tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. same time as usual on Sunday. Now, let us welcome today's presenter, Mr. K. Narayanswamy, who is going to present us with biodiversity of India. Hello, Mr. Narayanswamy, welcome.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, it's good to see you here, sir. And we look forward to seeing your pictures. Now, to give a short introduction about today's presentation, India is not only culturally rich, but is a biodiversity hotspot of the globe. The two hotspots of biodiversity in India are northeastern forests region and the Western Ghat forests. The northeastern region mainly includes Kaziranga Sanctuary and Arunachal Pradesh forests, which contain nearly 700 species of orchids. And we are talking only about the orchids alone here, 700 species. Now, the Western Ghat forests include mainly the forests of Karnataka, apart from a little portion of Maharashtra, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. Now, Mr. Narayanswamy, an Indian Forest Service officer and passionate photographer, will be showcasing the diverse species photographed throughout his 30 years association with the forest, that is, as a forest official. Now, to say a few more things about Mr. Narayanswamy, he has a long list of distinctions after him, like ARPS, FFIP, EFIAP, PPSA, APSA, and CMON. Mr. Narayanswamy is a postgraduate of MSc in Biochemistry from the 1982 batch in Central College, Bengaluru. He got a postgraduate diploma in Personal Management and an MBA as well. He has had a 6 years experience in Watershed Development Program. For 2 years, he worked as Chief Executive Officer, Jilla Parishad, Chitradurga. He has had a long stint of 30 years in the Forest Department. Isn't that the most wonderful place to be, especially as a photographer? So as a forest official, he has visited many tiger reserves and has extensively studied the habitat and behavior of tigers and other carnivorous animals. So we'll be hearing a lot of it from him today. And he has worked extensively, especially in the three tiger reserves of Karnataka, which are Nagarhole, Bandipur, and Biligiri Rangaswamy Temple Tiger Reserve, that is BRT. Now, his first picture of the three tiger cubs in a den at BRT in the year 2000 has won many awards for him. He has been part of several FIAP biennials and has won many awards. In 2018, in the FIAP biennial, he won the Gold Cup for his picture, Jackal carrying cheetah's head. I'm sure a lot of you, especially from YPS, have seen that wonderful picture. So this picture has won more than 100 gold medals for him. He has also earned more than 4,000 acceptances in international salons. So his journey as a photographer, in 2004, he earned his ARPS. In 2005, he earned AFIAP. In 2006, FFIP. In 2009, EFIAP. In 2014, PPSA, 2015, APSA, 2018, Honorary WPAI, 2020, his CMOL. So as you see, he has been active continuously, and almost every year he has earned a distinction and kept himself occupied with photography. So here we go with this presentation today. Just to get a few words from him, let us get to know a little more about his photographic journey before we start the presentation. So, Mr. Narayanswamy, can you tell us what led you to take up, work in the forest department?
Yeah, I am the forest blood actually. My father was working in the forest department. So I'm impressed by that. Basically, I am from the dry area, Kolar district. Though Kolar district is a dry area, there is a hillock called Antarganga, which was called actually Shatashunga Parvata. 100 peaks were there. Even the eastern Maidan area has got so much of a lot of panthers and tigers during my kid days in the dry area actually, which are now not seen at all. Even the last cheetah has been identified in the Chitradurga plains, which is now not existence. Only we have to go to South Africa to shoot that one. So
Yeah, that's
this is the
right.
main
Yeah.
important aspect of entering me into the forest department. But as a photographer, I started my journey just last 20 years. Very active photographer. After entering into BRT, that is Biligiri Rangan Temple Sanctuary, I got impressed by the forests. At that time, actually, when I entered, Rajkumar's kidnappers, which was highly tense, STPF. I will share my details during my presentation of some of my photographs.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. How did you get into association with YPS? How did you get to know about
Definitely.
YPS and
See,
become
as
a
a
member?
yeah, thank you. As I entered into the BRT during 2000, immediately I started my photography. Though I entered in department 1986 for the last 15 years, I never have professional. My hobby was there since college days. I used to show. I started with actually art shot camera, and Electro M50, I think, during my professional days only as a watershed project officer in the only to document the things. When I went to see the BRT, which is the main attraction for me to become a wildlife photographer. And of course, Tippeswamy, B. Srinivas, they were all there already in the department. Jaikumar was there. So I started when I contacted. I used to shoot with the first during those days only negative cameras. Entire day, especially when I'm thinking bird sanctuary, when I take an holiday on Saturday and Sunday, I used to sit from morning to evening on this day only. So my family might have cursed me because holidays. Since that, actually, I became a very pakka photographer. I used to get some 36 snaps. Only one or two images were to be right. Because during those days, very horrible. Unlike these days, so entire work. I mean, we have to wash, we have to clean, we have to identify those things with the macro lens. Then, if I bring the positives to Srinivas used to tell me, "Oh, ಎರಡು ಮೂರ ಬಂದಿದೆ ನೋಡಪ್ಪ." So like that, my journey has started, and it is interesting to document many things. Actually, I wrote many books actually during my at BRT. Forest and Wildlife of my first book on wildlife is Forest and Wildlife of BRT. It is still being heard very well actually in the department, and also brochures of my own photographs I started, and are being. I mean, I concentrate more on the students actually, and visitors who visit the park and who make them to understand the importance of conservation of wildlife. Anything? Is it audible?
Yeah, yeah, yes. So with all this, what was your thought process behind, getting distinctions?
Distinctions I'm not to see. Actually, I got my distinction of ARPS 2004. Within 2-3 years, I would have applied for FRP or something like that. I'm not behind the distinctions actually.
Okay.
My
Yeah,
journey
that's
is to
nice.
document the things, see and learn. I want to be a
Okay.
continuous learner of the nature. Nature
Oh,
teaches me everything,
yes.
whatever it is possible. Now also, I am a student.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a wonderful thought process, sir. So, shall we go ahead with your presentation? I'm sure
Yeah,
people are
thank you,
waiting
thank you,
to see your images.
thank you, madam. Thank you very much. So, welcome. I welcome on behalf of YPS. My journey of YPS has started since 2000. Since 2 decades. I'm a YPS member. FIP also since 2003. Lot of course, RPS association is there. FIAP association is there. PSA association is there. But this photographic association is since 2 decades. My topic is today. See, the biological diversity, as the name itself indicates, that is living diversity of species. There are many kinds of diversity in nature. Nature, 4 kinds. One is genetic biodiversity, species biodiversity, ecological or ecosystem biodiversity, and lastly, cultural diversity. Even India is culturally, we are highly dense one because of heritage. Since ancients, we are there. I will tell you. India is also a mega biodiversity hotspot. It has got two mega biodiversity hotspots. One is northeastern region and another on the Western Ghats forest. If you believe in Vastu also, India has got northeast means Devamule. That's the Kaziranga is there. All types of Himalayan tropical forests are there, which are having highly endangered species. And if you believe in another Vastu, that is Western Ghats, rich heritage of Western Ghats. Because the species wise, the Eastern Ghats are also very important, but northeastern regions are highly diversified forests in terms of orchids. Nearly 700 species of orchids are existed. And also national heritage, national park, that is the tiger. Kaziranga is there. Manas is there. They're all the tiger reserves.
Yeah. Can I
Tiger
interrupt you for a
exists.
minute, sir?
Please, please.
You need to come a little forward, your
Pardon?
seat. Yeah. If you can come a
Okay,
little
okay.
forward, your video will be much better.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You may please continue.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The Western Ghats mainly, the heart portion of the Western Ghat is Karnataka. Karnataka has got 5 tiger reserves, right from Dandeli to BRT, and also very rich in diversification of species. Nagarvale, very recently, a study has been taken by our IGNFA Institute, and they said that 750 species existed in Nagarvale tiger itself, which is very welcoming situation for Karnataka. And the Western Ghat portion starts from downslope of Maharashtra, ends up at Kerala and Tamil Nadu. According to IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature, India has got 2.4% world's land area and accounts for 7 to 8% of all recorded species, including flora and fauna. There are about 45,000 species of plants, that is floral species, which is the 7% of world's total. That is, in that species, for 33% are endemic. Endemic means localized, only exists in India.
Yeah.
There are 15,000 flowering plants, which is 6% world's total. Roughly about 1,500 species are endangered. They are in the endangered condition of wiping out. We have to protect those species. There are again 91,000 numbers of animal species in the country, representing about 6.5% of world's fauna. Fauna means animals. These include 60,000 species of insects. See the number. Always we go after tiger everywhere, or elephants at most, or panther, or cheetah. We concentrate as a wildlife photographers mainly 7 to 8 species, but see the existence of 60 insect species, where we see during our competitions and other things mainly about 10 to 20 species. That's all,
Yeah.
which are approachable in the man-made gardens. But if one
Yes.
should go into the forest to know the exact number of insect species and their importance in the conservation of flora and fauna. Next,
Mhm.
2,456 fish species are there, 1,230 bird species are there, and only 372 numbers of mammals,
Madness.
and 440 species of reptiles, that is serpents and other, 200 amphibians with the largest concentration in the Western Ghats, and 500 species of mollusks, the streams of it.
That's really
Classification of
interesting
biodiversity
to
in
know
India.
the number. Mhm.
There are 4 different types of biodiversity. One is called Malayan biodiversity. It is along the eastern Himalayas and the coastal areas of the country. in the dense forest area. Ethiopian biodiversity, arid and semi-arid regions of Rajasthan are characterized by this kind of biodiversity. European biodiversity, this kind of biodiversity is existent in the upper Himalayas where temperate climate is there. And Indian biodiversity, the Indian plains are characterized by this kind of biodiversity. At present, in our country, actually 53 tiger reserves exist in India. Updating, it is interesting to note that India is home to 70% of tigers of the world. Why we concentrate on tigers? Take a pyramid. Tiger is only a symbol. Top of the pyramid it occupies. When one tiger occupies, see the pyramid, it should be strong. The foundation should be strong. That means today is actually we have to remember it's a World Soil Day. Without soil and water, there won't be any animals or vegetation. So when you see the good quality soil and good forests exist, when good forests exist, all these animals then occupy. At the top of the animals, this is the tiger. If tiger is there, means we can say that the forest or ecosystem is very good. In the year 2006, the official number of tigers was 1,411, which rose to 1,706 in 4 years, that is 2010. And during 2018, the population of tigers was that is as 2,967. I was working in the Nagarwala Tiger Reserve during that type of estimation, actually, and statistics was realized by I was a witness actually being a field director of the park, and he was overwhelmed with the joy. Actually, we are the leaders of tigers in the world, as per the report of World Wildlife Fund and Global Tiger Forum. The population of tigers actually rose to 3,890 in the year 2016 from 3,159 in the year 2010. Next, the number of mammals are 350 in the country, which is 7.6% of world species. And the birds, 1,224 numbers. See, we have to catch here important birds. And among the birds, there are aquatic birds, terrestrial birds, predatory birds. So, like that, 12.6% of the world's population. Amphibians, 197 numbers, occupying 4.4%. Reptiles, 408, 6.2 percentage. Fishes, 2,546 numbers, carrying to amounting to 11.7% of the global species. And flowering plants, 15,000 numbers, which is 6% of the global. See the forests of Western Ghats now. How it is. This is a typical Shola forest of Kudremukha I am showing you. I am taking you. Upper reaches grassy blanks. Just in grasses, there are many, many species of orchids exist. If we don't see, as a wildlife photographer, when I was Chikmagalur conservator, I have seen starting since about 4 years I worked there actually. Starting year of 2014, only about 500 vehicles used to come for seeing Baba Badagiri and Mullaingiri. Mullaingiri Hills is the highest peak in the state, in the South India itself. Actually. Then, now today, if you go, I mean, because of it's all there, Previously, it has risen to more than 10,000, 15,000 vehicles. Where these vehicles will go actually? Many tourists, it is pumped like anything. They used to spend most of the time on the grasses. Whether they are aware of it or not, I used to tell them, see, the grasses contains lot of endemic terrestrial orchids in the Western Ghats, which are so important in the conservation of soil as well as water. They are the water springs. All the rain which gets infiltrated into the soil through these grasses, through these orchid species, and ultimately it's like a sponge action actually. All these shola forests acts like a sponge which conserves water and releases slowly into the river. Five important key rivers originate from the Western Ghats, including Kaveri, the living legend of South India. See, without these rivers, imagine what would have been the things, just like Eastern Plains. Today we see statistically, actually, today, Karnataka stands second next to Rajasthan in the desert condition. That means to say that though soil exists, it is physiologically desert. Physical condition of the soil is different. Physiological condition of the soil is different. Physical is the texture, all other things are there. Physiological condition means the quality or capacity to reproduce, potentiality to harvest water and retain water and then reproduce. So that with the amount of this quality soil, what are the species which can regenerate? That is more important. This is called physiology of the soil. So we have to conserve the remaining portion of the good forests for the generations to come. Next. These are the forests of Sahyadri. See the Shola forests and then downslope the valleys. Again, Shola forests of BRT. This is Biligir Rangan Temple Sanctuary Forest. Also part of Kollega. See the condition. This is Baba Budangiri, famous one. You can see from the things. There is no absolute tree growth. Tree growth occurs only in the valleys. But what is more important is these grasses and orchids and very microflora is there along with fauna also exists. This minimizes the soil erosion and harvests it and releases into the lower valleys where water gets occupied. See the flora. See the Western Ghats and resulting. This is Gaganachukki Falls. Don't confuse with the Jog Falls because four streams are there. This is from the Kollega side. Actually, Gaganachukki is taken from the Mandya side. Usually, it is the approach of Mandya, but from Kollega downslopes far as if you move, Gaganachukki looks like this. This is Vanametrikallu, the topmost peak in the BRT. This is the Vanachukki Falls on the other side. How it flows and drains. This is the Jog Falls. Just on the onset of monsoon, you can see the dark clouds, but there is no, water in the falls because this is the dusky look of the forests. Nagarvalai. See the Gajanana or Vinayaka tusker, a massive tusker. I shot this from the boat. The elephant family, During 2000 times, actually, we used to see nearly about 40 to 50 or 50, even 80 numbers in a single herd. But nowadays, so much of grouping is not. A lot of isolations existed in the elephants. On the backwaters of Kabini, if you go, you will see 5 elephants, 6 elephants, or 8, maximum 10 or 12. See the deterioration or fragmentation in the numbers of the family. They also want to enjoy. Small is beautiful, just like human beings. This is another shot where the calf is feeding. See the tusker, 2 elephants are there on the Kabini backwaters in the lean period. This is the Ekadanta, only one single tusker in the Bhadra backwaters. First, this fellow gets actually mud packing. This elephant is the most intelligent animal, just like us. They also often cares for beauty. First applies mud pack actually, mud pack and leaves and opens in the air. I observed actually not more than 3 to 6 hours all these behaviors, and then it cleanly washes in the water. See, this is also already it is wiping out the mud. This is that was on the Bhadra backwaters. This is in the Kabini backwaters. Tuskers fight very ferociously also, sometimes friendly also. The behavior changes. See the tuskers. Tusker, how it looks so massive, and if it changes, how it is. This is my 2000 picture. 3 tiger cubs in a den. Actually, next one you can see. This is the first shot. This is the second shot actually, because of on the 1st of November 2001, I shot this one. 3 tiger cubs in a den. This is the only one wild. Actual den I went. As an officer, I got the message that it has one. Then I got all bangings from my higher ups. Because if mother has come, I would have not been there. That is the riskiness. You can
So
even see the plant also in the den. The mouth of the den
so
is
can I ask you
so.
a question, please?
Please, why not? You can disturb me.
Yeah.
It's more interesting.
So were these cups right at the mouth of the den, or did you have to go inside the den a little?
No, no, no. It is at the mouth of the den.
It is at the
I-
mouth. Okay.
Yeah,
And the
see,
mother
had
was
I.
not there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mother is not there actually. Mother has
Mm-hmm.
gone to. See, I got a previous day message that 3 tiger
Hmm.
cubs are there. Actually,
Hmm.
two. When my ACF went, two only visible. He got a
Mm-hmm.
picture of 2 cubs. When I
Hmm.
went, actually, I halted in the guest house. I climbed up in the one vertical area where the forest I have showed, I have to
Hmm.
climb up nearly about 1 hour or so. Then I got this
Mm-hmm.
den. And
Mm-hmm.
with all care, of course, mother was not there. I has to lay down on the near the mouth of the den because the depth is so only just about less than 2 feet. The
I see.
tiger's height itself is more than 4 feet. The mother has to move like ತೆವಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತೀರಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ because
Mm-hmm.
it is just 15 days cubs. You can see
Oh, these
the
are
blue
15 days.
things on the
Okay.
eyes of the cub.
Yeah. Yeah.
First one. The second one
Hmm.
is behind it. Third one
Hmm.
is the behind that one.
Yes. Yeah, we do see that.
So this picture actually got me into today the scene of all those distinctions. Wildlife is so interesting and of course
Yeah.
so threatening also,
Yeah. I know.
and it is very dangerous also. Sometimes you
Absolutely.
have
If the
to
mother
care
had
for
come, I
yourself.
think, yeah.
So many encounters you have to face.
Mhm.
But in my view, tiger is the most majestic animal. Actually, it will
Mhm.
only when it is with the cubs. It is little
Hmm.
bit dangerous. The most
Mhm.
dangerous animal in the wild is elephant.
Mhm. Hmm.
That's my experience. One should
I
not
see.
expect
Ah.
anything or go nearer the elephant. See, you have
Ah.
seen, you are read in the papers for the last so many years,
Yeah.
especially in Kerala. The elephant has killed its own mom.
Yes.
Its
Yeah.
own master has been killed.
Mm-hmm.
What is the condition? Very worst situation. Elephants are most dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
See the tiger, different tigers. See here, actually, this is last year I took, actually, when I was the field director of Nagarjuna. We cleared actually for the growth of grasses. Lantana we have uprooted actually. One stick, this fellow is taking up in its mouth and it is coming. See, we observe actually. When I was in BRT, we used to do fire lines actually, or even road making, application of mud and other things. Tiger is highly a majestic animal. It used to inspect on the next next morning. We used to see a lot of bug marks on the new roads and even fire lines. So we used to say the tiger is inspecting.
Yeah.
At that time, actually, the DFO also, I was the DFO DCF. DCF's nickname was also Tiger, actually. So we used to call by in the wireless system was there actually. We used to give messages. In the STPF Tiger, I mean, there are two tigers. One the STPF Tiger, he was there, a chief, forest officer Tiger, the DFO. And this tiger used to inspect all the way, the roads and other things. It's a massive, it's of course, it's very important. The tiger takes its own way. Lot of interesting things have happened actually. When you observe tiger is highly unless until we enrage them. This is another massive tiger in the backwater side. The coming, just it has come from the water. These are the brothers, mother and kid. Both are, see, first mother side, it reaches by 1.5 to 2 years itself. 1.5 years cub, it looks like a gigantic look. This is another feature of tiger where it marks territory. Tiger is a territorial animal which occupies nearly 5 square kilometers to 10 square kilometers. Nagarwala tiger is the reserve is the richest, numbering about 130 there, and Bandipura occupies 125. The Karnataka 524, the second state is 524. Pradesh is 526. That is 2018 estimation. 524, both these occupies more than 60%. This marks territory by spraying the pheromone hormone, actually. It is secreting, it is spraying virtually and marking on the trees. This is my territory. The panther is there. It is appearing, it is observing. It is not observing the photographer. It is observing somebody else. You can see. This is very good incidents actually. I tell you how tiger and panthers. This is the mating of panther. This is in the Antarsante range of my Nagarwades. That was almost around 6 o'clock in the evening when I went with another. So some jungle lodges vehicle was there. Actually, they have seen panther on the tree top. Then it came down. It has its partner and it has started mating. And then again it climbed up actually. The tiger was there. The previous slide I will show you. This is observing the tiger actually, not other ours. So, which was coming far away. And I tell you, the incidents, it is, how it attacks the panther or leopard actually. It ran so fast, even it has climbed 15 feet of the tree and it has punched actually. It gave a one single punch. But this panther has escaped from that. attack of the tiger. So then the tiger cooled down. It came. It has marked and gave warning. Actually, that is in only my eyes are witnesses along with my friend because I could not shoot any camera. So what we see through our eyes is more than 99, I mean 100%. What we should take pictures is not even less than 1 or 2%. What I am showing to you is 0.000001%. This is the, I mean, effectiveness of wild or the nature, wilderness. One has to see, observe through the eyes. As soon as we got an animal, we start using clicking the pictures. But if you observe, if you keep on clicking, you may lose another other interesting features of it. Actually, this is on the treetop. Now I come to Kaziranga. This is one-horned rhinoceros. African country exists, as you know, two-horned, but this is more valuable actually. Kaziranga has got all five very big animals. One is this one. Wild buffalo is also there. This is the white buffalo. Another key and endemic. They are endemic to their northeastern conditions only. That's why it is a heritage center. It has got both tiger, panther, everything, including elephant also. Another thing is swamp deer. This is also called as Barasingha. All these big five animals found only in Kaziranga. Of course, sloth bear in our Dharoti, it is carrying its cubs and very dangerous animal. Like another thing, apart from elephant, this is another most dangerous animal. Nilgai. This is from Velavadar National Park. This is a male one, female with its calf. See, the bird is always associated with the animals. If you see, the tango is there actually. Our mynas are always associated with elephants. Black buck male, I mean stag, wild ass. This is in the Desert National Park of Little Run of Kutch, LRK. See the mark, wild asses. Of course, in Gir, you can see the lion. Lot of black bucks in Velavadar. Same Velavadar, hyena cubs. Hyena dens are there. One or two. See how it is interesting. This is the picture in the Pandipura. Their wild dogs attack even bison or Indian gaur. Bee eaters. See the colorations actually. One has to say that the God has created lot of variations in the color. I mean, variations of color on the wings of, I mean, butterflies or insects and birds, feathers, where no computer can generate shades, different shades. Mating of mongoose. This has also got me a lot of medals. River tern with its young chick. This is the backlight photograph. The Rangapita Bird Sanctuary. This is the kingfisher with snake, which feeds on varieties. The white-breasted kingfisher is a variety feeder, actually. The painted star and the grey ram fighting each other for the fish. White kingfisher with fish. River tern. Here I have to tell something for you. See, in Human beings, how we treat the young kids. Your turn, even in elephants, even in wild animals also I have seen. Tigers also I have seen as a father. Especially to tell you very keenly, the father goes. This is the father. Actually, if I had highlighters, actually, I would have said, the father has brought the fish. Father will not feed young chicks directly for 3 days. Only it has to pass on to the mother. That's why mother has got the tools right away to catch that one. Mother will take, again it goes and washes, and then it feeds into the her chick. See how caring is done in birds also.
Hmm.
This is the
Absolutely
cattle
amazing.
cage. Only in the breeding time this coloration comes. See the thing, see the beauty of beak actually, along with the feathers.
Hmm.
Small blue kingfisher with its feet, painted storks feeding their chicks. Here it is short-toed serpent eagle. This is in the Mandya forest. Acacia chundra is the tree. See, there is a definite correlation between the trees and the birds, whereupon it nests actually, especially large predatory birds. It controls the snake population. That's why it is called as serpent eagle also or short-toed serpent eagle. It feeds only on the serpents. Young chick, it has brought a meal and it is feeding its chick. Couple egrets, medium egrets. This is Brahminic kite carrying reddy shell ducks, tail cranes. This is the desert fox and Indian fox. You see the difference. Bushy tail,
Mhm.
fox mating of chipel, mating of river tern. Here again, the same thing. What I told you, what the same thing words would. The mother is pulling out of the snake to feed the chick. Chick is at the bottom of it. The father has brought the snake from its mouth and then it feeds. This, see, these are the things actually, behavior knowledge, how it behaves in the wild condition is more important, especially the birds, which will speak volumes and which will not be written in any books, actually, in any information. So, as a person, you have to stand for hours together on the macham or observe. Then you can acquire the knowledge of predatory birds. That means to say we have to spend more time. I have spent more than 3 years there. The jackal, this is the award winning picture. I have got about nearly about 500 snaps, but at last, this is the one I picked up. Mating of bee eaters. Even on the wings and feathers, you can see the different tinge of magenta, different tinge of colors. Backlight one, mating, gray around with fish. Even monochrome also, it looks so important. Of course, photography is writing through the light. Photo means light, graphy means writing. One has to write through the light. That's all. As a photographer, you are writing in the form of light by taking the proper image. You have to make use of the light. Barbet by crimson red. Next, another one. See, this is the one where it changes its colors. See the spider also, how it feeds in its web. Dancing of the peacock. Egret also dances. The bird, the grey jungle fowl, male of course. On its feathers, see the different tinges of the colors. And ಈ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಮಣಿ ಪೊಣಿಸ್ದಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಮಣಿ ಪೊಣಿಸೋದು. ಸಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಕತ್ತಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗಡೆವರೆಗೂ ಮಣಿಗಳನ್ನ ಪೊಣಿಸ್ದಂಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Yellow wattle bird with its stick, red munia. We have to get them, find them, and show them to the students so that nature is so protect that one, conserve that one. That's what I intently do and teach the students. An eagle with feather. Kingfisher again, as I told you, this is with the frog. Jackal with its meat. This is the most treacherous animal in the wild again. It attacks with a plan, 5 to 6 in numbers, attack of, actually earlier, 29 numbers in attack. It was the largest attack in Bandipura. Now it is fragmented again, just like elephants. So it attacks with a plan actually. One will go on the roadside, the other two go inside, other two will become watch and ward for the larger carnivores, that is tiger or panther. If it comes, they will attack. So like that, it will attack from the corner side. First, it will make injury of the leg actually. Any animal, it attacks only on the legs. So that animal should not move. The prey should not move. Then it eats still the animal is living, just like hyenas. Wild dogs eat the prey, still it is in the life. See, imagine wild pelican, butterfly, spoonbill in flight. See the wings, how it is intact and uniform, proportionate, carries the nesting material. This is also another open bill stork carrying the nesting material. Peacock in flight. In flight means that is the uniformness of the feathers, just like an aeroplane. Evening light, marsh crocodile, blue-tailed bee-eater, in Nagonalli, actually, where I used to see more than about 500 colonies. Now they have made, actually, when I was PCF, I completely on the border side of Mysore and Mandya district, on the bank of Kaveri, where thousands come only in the month of actually January or February. They will come, make their nests and reproduce, then they move away. This is another storytelling picture. See the symbiotic relationship between the langurs and the cheetal. Langurs are eating some leaf and fruits. Cheetal is looking at that one and it puts away. So there is a clear relationship. When it looks, sends the message that give me something food, and it feeds. Whatever it feeds, the cheetal has eaten. I think I made a little early with my 103 slides. Any questions? More welcome.
Oh, there will be plenty. Let me just
Okay,
first pose a
And,
question.
Yeah, please,
Yeah. Yes, sir. Please tell me.
please.
Yeah, you've given us a lot of information about the forest and about the flora and fauna and the number of species and all that. It's excellent information. Now, was there anything that the forest department was doing, to basically educate the school children and others about conservation? Was there any program taken up like that during your tenure?
Yeah, a lot of programs are there actually from the department. See, that's why we conduct nearly about 3 to 4 days in the wildlife week. We conduct lot of
Mhm.
photo competitions, essay writing, picture writings. We take them. When I was the field director, I nearly took about 300 children into the park at free of cost, and I have shown them. Even whoever, many college students used to visit actually my park. I used to tell my rainforest officers, go and explain. I explained whenever I was free. So it's very keen. During my beginning days, actually, I used to explain a lot of students. Actually, I used to take them on a tree bottom, telling the importance of tree, telling the importance of this forest, actually Shola forest, how they enriches the faunal species. Actually, how what is the interrelationship between them, and how we have to conserve. As a man and tribals, the tribal interface is
Hmm.
also there actually. That's what
Yeah.
I was telling you. Cultural diversity. Northeast is a full of
Hmm.
tribals, and southwest is also full of tribals. Varieties of tribals. For example, Choliga tribes is there, Kad Kurbas, Jain Kurbas in Nagar.
There was talk of
So like that,
tribals being moved
they
out
got
of the forest.
varieties of no. Actually, see, that's
Huh.
why Tribals Dwellers Act has come actually in the year 2002. And if they want to have their life there, I have seen, I have interacted with Solega tribes. At that point of
Hmm.
time, also, the package used to come from the National Tiger Conservation Authority, 5 lakhs, something like that. Now it has risen to 15 lakhs per family. Like if they want
Hmm.
to, many families have been moved voluntarily. Voluntarily, if they want to come out.
I see.
See,
Okay.
one of the most best and happiest rehabilitation work has been done by the one I can see and go. It is on the nearby HD Kote site. All tribals who have come out of the park are sending their children mainly to the schools. The main intention, and they are involved in the many other activities. Some are car drivers, some are keeping the shops, some are going for some other jobs. They are going for ITI trainings. So all the see why you are come out means the one question,
Hmm.
if you ask,
Hmm.
they will tell that
Hmm.
for the sake of my children.
I
Because
see.
in the
Huh.
inside, though ashram schools were there, school
Hmm.
teacher never used to go timely. Problems
Hmm.
used to be there.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now they are very happy. About
I see.
225 families have come and occupied the one society is there near HD Kote, and they are living very happily. And they are growing their vegetables actually by the side of their houses. We are very happy.
So basically, when they were living within the forest, what was their, means of livelihood? Was it mainly, related
Uh,
to hunting,
Very good
or
question.
was?
Very good question. See, I have seen in BRT, that is 20 years back. 20 years back also, they were in the small huts actually, made up of
Hmm.
some tree branches. I have seen. That was the time in 2000 when Veerappan was active. When he
Hmm.
kidnapped Rajkumar, the condition was very, very grim and nobody used to go or enter into the forest. But I used to move on the interest and used to move with my. I have not seen that guy, but I got the
Hmm.
information after 2 days when
I
he
see.
moves out of our tribals because I was the tribal society there. We used to have lamb society, tribal lamb society we used to have,
Hmm.
and lamb society chairman being DFO is the chairman actually, and another society was there in Yellamara, was the chairman. Main feed for them is we used to give the wages for their collection of Emily crop. Nelly grassberry. That gooseberry used to sold for highly medicinal murabba, Nowadays, especially in vitamin C, in winter season, it is highly valuable. So they used to collect the gooseberries. We used to make through the society. And all forestry works, their help was there. And that's how they used to live very happily. But only one menace thing is education for the children. Informal way, whatever you do, that is not important actually. Actually, when they come to the village, then only they have to mix with the people. And nowadays, all in the BRUs, you can see a lot of, over 20 years, lot of changes have occurred.
So we have a question from Raj Abhishek. So he says, apart from the regular safari, what are the other ways using which we can watch and learn about animals more intimately inside the forest? Any short-term
Yeah.
programs?
See, actually, as a wildlife photographer, I was transferred from BRT to Raichur. Imagine, Raichur is such a dry area,
Yeah.
completely dry area, where usually people say that, is it right? But there is one area, small island is there, Yabad, where I got lot of insectivorous plant, lot of species, and lot of birds are there. See, the diversity is so that our vision.
Yeah.
See, we should not think that only on the tigers, on these large mammals.
Yeah.
Think about some birds, migratory birds. Flamingos used to come. More than 400 flamingos used to be there in one of the tank there in the Raichur. I've seen. I photographed it. I made a book also, Forest and Wildlife of Raichur. And then the people used to understand, oh, so much diversity is there, so much species are coming to our area. Like that. It was first documented by me. Nobody knew. See, it exists. See, several species exist. Only after seeing by us, we document it. There may be 2000 species. I see
Yeah.
only 5 or 10. So that we document. That's all. Because anybody asks evidence nowadays. Just like that, I have seen. No, without evidence, nobody will accept it. The
Correct.
photography is one such tool
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
identify, to bring it to the main fold with evidences.
Yeah. So you
So
are
that's
telling us
why
about the
even
importance.
small forests you can
Ah,
go, you can
ah,
visit, you can learn from that. Birds are
yeah.
there. Outskirts of
Correct.
Bengaluru, Esargatta.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, lot of tanks, sandpipers will be there. So many birds are there actually.
Yeah. Yes, a lot is there, and you have also just spoken about the importance of photography in documenting and also, working towards conservation and educating people about the diverse species. But what I see is presently, the number of safaris is becoming lesser, and then especially in Karnataka, the amount of time on safari or how much the area they covered is all become so less, and also the charges are exorbitant for cameras. Now, where
That
as a photographer, we always think here we are trying to conserve and educate people about various species. See, even in YPS, you must have seen there are so many photographers now who do macro. Now they are educating about the insects and all that. So there has to be a little bit of push given, a little bit of encouragement instead of, you know, increasing the camera fees and then saying no, you can't take photographs and going by the lens. So would you be able to, what should I say, influence this one in that direction?
see, to tell you actually frankly, when I was the field director, the number of trips has been increased in Nagarwale. Those books, see, actually, I created one for the department, especially. Earlier, there was no buses, actually. Only through jungle lodges with FT fees and
Yeah.
other things. I
Yeah.
opened up, actually. Now the online booking is there. One need not see. I used to see quarrels, actually. Only 2 trips. Morning one trip and evening one trip. That I made it into, divided it into 1.5 hours, one trip. Now, after discussion with my PCCF wildlife, we agreed for that. 1 hour, just like Bandipura. 2 trips in the morning, 2 trips in the evening, and 3 buses. I got one more bus from elsewhere. Now, Nagarwale contains 3 outlets, actually 3 visiting spots. One from the Nagarwale side, another from the Veeranavasali side, another from, of course, Damankatte, that is now named as
Yeah.
Kakanakotte
Yeah.
entry
Yes.
point, Kakanakotte.
Yeah.
I made interpretation center there. People can actually
Yes. Yeah.
used to stand in the queue. Now they can sit aram se in the
Hmm.
hall is there, so they
Yes.
can alight the vehicles up there. Of course,
Yeah.
some charges are there. Even
Yes.
amenities, other sanitation, I have increased actually by numbers
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
quality also. Though I
Yes.
have not gone for because of COVID, 9 months is over.
Yeah. Of
So,
course.
but
Yes.
people say you have done great job. Even politicians said you have done
Yeah.
great job because
Yeah.
virtually I have
Yeah.
seen
That place, of
people's
course, it has improved a lot. Yes.
through
Damankatte,
that
what I've
entry. If
seen is
anybody
that
has
it's been a lot.
that Kakanakotte side and
Hmm.
the sighting of tigers and now they got. I'm not interested in those things, but people say,
Yeah.
sir,
Hmm.
every day I'm sighting tigers. So there are people are more happy
Yeah.
by paying very
Yeah.
nominal fee here. They can
Yes.
go without contacting the jungle address.
Yes, that of course, yeah. But is
So
there
that
any idea of changing the vehicles to battery powered? See, because most of them are all diesel vehicles,
see
I
for
think, which make
battery
a big
powered
racket.
vehicles,
Huh.
road is
Or
also should be
electric,
there.
I say.
Road also should be there. Even
Hmm.
in Tadaba, I visited many times actually. See,
Hmm.
battery powered vehicle they have done only to the buffer area. Now Nagarwale Tiger is also during my time we
Hmm.
have occupied the another about nearly about 300 square kilometers of buffer area. Main
I see.
purpose, whatever spot now you are showing is core zone actually.
Hmm.
According to the strict guidelines of NTC, National Tiger Conservation Authority, there should not be any tourism activity in the core zone.
Okay.
That means it has brought forward to the buffer zone. So buffer zone means nobody can move
Hmm.
Antarsanta area, whatever the existed the tourism, Kabini backwaters. That's why Bandipura side, Kabini backwaters, there is no tourism. Only in Nagarwale it has opened and somehow it is pulling up. During
I
the
see.
coming years to come, actually, in the buffer areas, just like Tadaba, they are shifting
Hmm.
slowly towards
I
buffer
see.
area. Because of
Hmm.
increase in population of tigers, they have to move into the buffer area. Where
Yeah.
lot of grasslands, if you move, the cheetal population will increase, actually. So thereby,
Hmm.
when the prey population increases, carnivores will be there automatically. That is the main idea of it. Of course,
Yeah.
it takes years to come.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Things will go. Anyhow, in
Yeah.
coming days, it will be a good days.
That's
But
nice to
regarding
hear.
camera fees, actually, that is somehow it has been hiked. It
Hmm.
may be, of course, everywhere it is all there. If you go to Ranthambore or if you go to Sariska, of course, Sariska nowadays, nobody, it is increasing trend now, 3 or 4. My friend itself was there. I visited many times actually. After rehabilitation, tiger population is increasing. But otherwise, from 0
Hmm.
to 4 to 5, it's a very,
Hmm.
see, earlier 36 was there.
Yeah.
When I was the PR team 20 years back, 36 numbers I physically counted,
Hmm.
physically estimated during tiger population estimation. My
I
number
see.
in the record book shows
Hmm.
now it is reached to 50 after 20 years also.
Yes.
Like that, we have got estimation of, animals, elephants also. 2 years once. See, the population increases. You might have read in the few days back in the Africa, they have to cull the elephants. A lot of objections come. Now they are keeping the elephants for sale. Some 70 elephants they wanted to dispose it of. So on the one side, our customary side, because we worship elephant to the Ganesha or Vinayaka, they don't want to cull it. A lot of things comes. So on the other side, increase is there with the population. Then the increase is there means ecosystem is good. When the population of tiger is increases means ecosystem is good, forest is good. See, there is an increasing trend. Many people will say we have lost so much of forest, but on the other hand, so much of height, thickly population, wooded lots might have lost. What is required for the tiger carnivores? See, Madhya Pradesh is not having any thickly wooded forest at all. If you go to Bandhavgarh or any area, there is no thickly forest except on the Ilux side of the Bandhavgarh. But the tigers occupy only on the plains where its herbivore population is spotted deer or sambar, whatever it is. Or, this thing. Very rarely it attacks the bisons.
I would like to just make an announcement, sir. If you give me a
Please
couple
carry
of
on.
minutes. Yeah, I would like to tell the viewers.
Shall I
No.
tell them thanks?
Sorry?
So thank you very much, friends.
No. I still want you to be here. No, just stay.
I know I will be here. I will be here. I will be listening to you.
No, the announcement I want to make
conclude
is.
with my thanks. Please be
No,
a
I
member
don't
of
think.
Youth Photographic Society. So if you
No, sir. Please wait. Don't conclude. What I want to tell the viewers is here is a treasure house of information. We can get a lot of information from you. You are an encyclopedia, I should say. So I invite questions from the viewers. Please do put your questions in the comment box, and then
please,
Mr.
most welcome.
Narayanswamy will address it. Will definitely, yeah, here's the first question from Madhukar. So he says, how is the man-animal conflict being addressed?
Very good question. See, actually, when I was working as a field director of Nagarwale, my first-hand experience, one tiger killed actually 3 persons. Very horrid time. From 18 December to February, within 3 months, it has killed. And within no time, actually, we made a squad of different nature near the Antarsante only, that is Dodda Bairan Koppe. Whatever that Kakankote now, whatever we are telling is the Kakankote area. Kakankote is not even it has got up to Antarsante. Up to Antarsante from Kabini Kerala border is the only one reserve forest where Gandhagudi film has been shot actually originally. Or Rajkumar, that Rajkumar's Gandhagudi. That is another movie which made me to enter into the department. I tell you to forgotten. But now the Gandhagudi movie is also very inspiring movie. Lot of inspiration. So one has to enter into the forest department and other things. Late both person, many actors late actually. But movie is very good still. That Gandhagudi one, that Rajkumar, not Shivraj Kumar actually. Kalpana, Miragatara Kalpana did. So like that, in the Kakanakote Reservoir, this fellow, because it was injured actually, we immediately asked my staff, foresters, DRFOs and RFOs, to keep camera traps. That is the only one way. Then next day, we got another kill actually of the buffalo. This buffalo. But the tiger, when we analyzed, it was not having, it was clean. So then, like that, in the different areas also, we kept the camera. So this fellow was, after seeing that, this fellow was injured. And the main front leg was swollen. It cannot hunt at all. When it has not lost its hunting nature, somebody has to feed it. And
Yeah.
it has attacked only those human beings who entered there. It
I
wanted
see.
to attack the goat, or it wanted to attack the buffalo. Edge of the village. But these fellows, we used to tell them, don't go inside the forest, don't. But they used to go to bring roots. So
Yeah.
3 victims. Immediately we made the squad, and somehow our Abhimanyu, this year our Dasara has been. Our Abhimanyu means I got that elephant camp actually. Abhimanyu is from
I see.
Arjuna earlier
Yeah.
was also
Ah,
from my area, Nagarwal area. Now
I
Abhimanyu is
see.
also
Ah,
from my, earlier Nagarwal area only.
I,
So
ah.
he is a very intelligent animal.
Mm-hmm.
He smells. Another fellow, Krishna, is there. That smells the tiger movement. And one of the intelligent guard actually photographed it. What I did is I gave a training to all my staff. Keep one, I provided them for each section forest officer one video camera and one handy cam. So when this tiger moved from one area to another, immediately photographed and phoned, wireless. So immediately we went and we captured that fellow and we brought it to the, like that, man-animal conflict issues comes, you have to be sympathetic, not empathetic. See, if you say sympathy, okay, government will pay you 5 lakhs, forget. People will not.
Yeah. It will
Immediate
not.
in the first case, people will tolerate because it is the first case. Second case, within 30 days, people were enraged. I consoled them and they wanted certain demands. Sir, in Canada, they said, we want elephant fruit protect our crops. I immediately spoke from the field and I got assurance. And by the next day, I got it, the work started actually. So I got win over the mind of the people by doing work and the work which is essential for them. If you do and keep them, and we have got lot of eco development activities, eco development committees are there, they are the persons. So now, actually, through tourism activities, we have taken their sons, little educated ones, we have given training, and they were all appointed as some guides actually. So, like that, some drivers. So, we provided them some job. Thereby, they are all very good with us. They have not made any use and cries. And even they said, ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, we protect the forest from fire. That's why that year, though I tell you, Bandipura has burned into a lot of hues and cries, but Nagarwala has not burned.
Yeah.
I gave, though I was the field director, I gave full credit to my people who protected them. So we have to be
That's true.
empathetic and solve
Yeah.
their problems. That's how we
Yeah.
could solve the man-animal conflict issues. To some extent, to some extent, this formula may not work on the other side also. See, I have faced a lot of situations like that. Another tiger on the Veer Nosali side has injured, calf. People were, even nowadays also, views and cries are there. Another tiger has
Yeah.
been captured from Kodagu side.
Yeah.
All these
Yeah.
people. So capturing the tiger is not the solution actually. We have to increase the
Correct.
area. We have to make the eco
Yeah.
system proper.
Yes. Yeah.
For
That's
that,
very true.
we have to answer. We have to find out why it is killing the cattle. We have to understand. Again, empathetic means we should sit in that tiger's angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we sit
From
on that,
both the sides.
I will analyze why it is
Yes.
feeding the cattle, why it
Yeah.
is killing the cattle.
Yeah.
Then automatically solutions will come.
Yeah.
It's just a common sense which works out. First, most of us we will not use the common sense. That is the very, we use a lot of greater techniques and other. But
That's true.
ultimately, we end up in mess. But common sense is one thing which is very, very important for a forester.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Madhu is again asking, is there a way of eradicating lantana? There are South Indian forests
Yeah, I
are
tried actually.
infested.
Very Nagarwala entry, Antrasunte range or other ranges also we have tried actually. We have uprooted. Actually, maintenance rather
I
than
see.
uprooting of lantana,
Hmm.
maintenance is more important. We have to maintain that one for 3 to 4 years. Then
Hmm.
automatically grasses will come. When the grasses
Yeah.
will come, lot of herbivores automatically these cheetahs or spotted deers population increases, deers population increases. The spotted deers and deers are available, then tigers will move inside. That's how we can curtail the man-animal conflict issue in future.
Yeah. Thank you for answering that, sir. So, if there are any other questions, we can take. I think we have time for one more question, if there's anything, and then we can most probably wind up the session. It was very interesting, sir. I mean, we got to learn a lot of things. Normally, what happens, we do see the pictures, we appreciate the animal, but we don't know the the things that are more important behind the picture about the conservation, about what happens in the forest area, and how conservation takes place within the department. So this was very educative in that way to have you speak about all this, and yeah, I enjoyed the session quite a lot and learned from
Maybe
the
another
session
session, if
also.
you provide me, I will go with actuals actually, how encounters have come, what are the
Uh huh.
anti-poaching squads, especially with the case
Okay.
reference to Nagaravale. Nagaravale Tiger Reserve, I can present you with many things actually.
We will surely work out that. We
Yeah,
will do
yeah.
that,
Thank
sir.
you, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Mr. Sridhara P says, "Good evening, sir. We totally forget about the real heroes like the guards, anti poaching camp people. Most of them are still on daily wages register. Why there are efforts in this direction?" He says, "Thank you, sir." So, his question is that the anti poaching camp people, most of them are still on daily wages.
Yeah,
That is, they're not, you know, what do you say? They are not on permanent employment, is it?
you are right, absolutely. They are still on the daily wages. One guard will be there in each and every anti-poaching camp actually. It's a unit of 5 members. 4 to 5 members in our area. In of course, if you take other Maharashtra, there are 2 persons in the one camp actually.
Hmm.
So it is a better scene here at different 5 to 6 kilometers all along the fringes or in the remote areas where it is anti-poaching squad camps mainly.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
And we have to take care of them also. There
Yeah,
now the wages are being, I mean, very recently government of India has increased their wages actually. Now they are getting
I
around I
see.
think 15,000, 12 to 15,000.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
But in the course of time, they may get permanent actually. That is one thing I see. Mainly these wildlife things are done by the daily wages.
Hmm.
And government has to take a call actually. I
Yeah.
fully agree with you. They have to be provided, but their living condition is equally good actually compared to the when we started actually 20 years back in the
Hmm.
BRT. They used to live in the huts, 1 or 2 persons
Yes.
only. When we started
Yeah.
actually, this anti-poaching
Mm-hmm.
camps,
Hmm.
the thought was started earlier about 20 years back, and their conditions are much improved now, and they have got very good water. We provide very good water. Kents are there.
Mm-hmm.
I provided especially
Mm-hmm.
solar water heaters
Yeah.
are there.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Shifting is there. Shift system
Mm-hmm.
is there.
Hmm. Oh, I see.
So though they are there, food is free.
Hmm.
Food is free for them. Once in
I
week
see.
or sometimes they go out, actually take their families and come back. And the
Mm-hmm.
conditions are much improved actually. The living
I
conditions,
see.
especially blankets are being provided.
Yeah.
Bath is free. Everything is free for them.
Mm-hmm.
Only their
And I'm
wages
sure,
getting cuts.
yeah.
They can take.
I'm sure officials like you will be again working for the improvement.
No, it is there in the entire state. 5 tiger reserves. The same thing is happening.
Yeah.
In BRT, in Bandipur, in Nagapalli, in Dandeli, everywhere, even in sanctuaries, that same thing is being done. Food is free for them completely.
Yeah.
Even in fire watchers, we provide food free of cost. One meal during fire season for fire watchers, the midday meal.
So,
Afternoon, we provide. They cook, they eat whatever the kind they wanted to eat. The menu has been provided to them. Actually, it is according to their wish. They can cook.
I see. Okay, that's nice to know. And thank you, sir, for addressing all
they
the
prepare.
questions.
You may astonish actually. One has to eat in our anti-poach camps actually. Many have liked the food.
I see.
That's good. Or dosa, something like that. They are very well equipped now with all highly good quality water.
Yeah, that's nice. Thank you so much, sir. That was a wonderful session.
Thank you.
And
thank you for patient listening and your valuable time. And please enroll yours. Many viewers will not YPS enroll. Of course, nature is supreme. Obey with nature. You will learn a lot. Nature teaches you everything. This is my slogan. I wanted to be a continuous student till my end of the day.
That's a nice thought, yes. And thank you for all your inputs. And here's a few announcements as to conclude the session. So you can enroll you can visit our website and enroll in the membership. All you have to do is either scan the QR code or go to our website and fill in the form. You can do an online payment and become a member. And also do subscribe, do like the pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get all the, you'll get information about all our upcoming programs. We have one program tomorrow, which again is going to be very interesting, by Mr. Saurabh Chatterjee, who is a landscape photographer. So he will be talking about the joy of giving through photography. See, photography is one hobby and one, passion that one can follow, which gives you a lot. It gives you more unexpected things. You just go into it for the joy of taking pictures, but finally you get back a lot from photography. So you will be hearing a lot from Mr. Saurabh Chatterjee tomorrow. So don't forget to tune in at the same time, 5:30 in the evening, our regular webinar of Sunday. So I hope to see you tomorrow. And take care. Don't forget to wear your mask. Stay safe. Stay home. Yes, and conserve nature. And like Mr. Narayanswamy said, nature teaches you everything. So sit back and learn from nature and be a student forever of nature. Yeah. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good evening. So see you all tomorrow.